Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions.
Come on, baby. Let's go! On the ready. It's the mic. 58's the mic. So we got man. Quick the edge. Come. X3. 218. Come. Orbit. 58, right over there.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
How about that, taking a deep shot on the first play of the game, obviously wanting to set a tone by pushing the ball downfield, just came up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
66, bullet, half. Watch twist. Let it go.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Romeo Okwara in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry for Josh Adams. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Set, lady. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Check 26.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Bravo!
Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Here we go. 54's go to base. Any weapon. 54. Coming to you. Tight dog. Check 20. Check 24. Slim.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Ready, ready. 50's the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Sit roll. West. No. No. Motion. Off. Free.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
And his kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Right there. Get your swerve on.
From the 24, Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Set. 50-10, touchdown. Hey. Bravo. Check the backer.
On second down, it's Johnson. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Set, hut, 70 ending. 22, jet, bomber. Push 22, jet, bomber. Hayward. Right there, 54. Right there. 54.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Ready, blue 60. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Catch made by Fulgham.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. It might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. On 1st down, this is Adams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Set, 180. Mark 38, Mark 38, Mark 38.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Lions have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, but it's going to be second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, a run for Johnson. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. We got 3. Hopper. 25. Go. Check 25.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
I got one. Ready, go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You got tight.
Now Johnson. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Hey. We got 3.
A gain of 21 yards.
Rush in. Short. Hey, check 24. Watch. Go. Off. Let it go.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Come on, set. 15-90.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Check. Check 4.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Hot 7. Get the flag. Set up. Hey, Mike's 50. I'm coming for you, son.
Shotgun now from Murray. Complete to Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Delta. Mike 50. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Watch twist, watch. Ready, go.
From the gun, Murray. This is caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Stafford. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Big edge. 61, match box. Light 3, trick 3. 6. Check 37. Yo. 37. He's crashing. You're out. Crash.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson.
Go. Run.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ready up. Hey, check. Rock. 50, Mike. 50. Ball shot. Stop here, D. Shift. Watch the shift. 3. 18. Come. Shift. Hey. Watch the shift. Hey. Mike 50.
Check pass, check pass.
Zoom, zoom. 50, Mike's 50. Set, go.
On 2nd and a yard. Murray looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Set, lady.
Mike, I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Johnson, oh, it's poked free. Football's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. 10. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
You crazy, boy.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good to make it 17-7.
Is good. Makes the score Cardinals 17, Lions 7.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And they'll run it here with Adams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
At the 38-yard line.
Set, lose 60.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Kill, 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 kill. 21. General West.
They'll run again with Adams. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, give me radar.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 36.
On first down, it's Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Here we go.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble. What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On the set. 80 weapon. Let's go, defense. Our time. Mr. Elbow. Mike 50. Rip left.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Squeeze.
That's trash.
Alert 3. Alert 4.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. It's caught inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Give me that ball, defense.
Check. Fresno. Mike's 50, Mike. You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. It's caught by Aguilar. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Ready? Right.
Hayward. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Tighten up.
Ready. Bang. Slam.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
22, Jet, bomber. 22, Jet, bomber. Watch twist. Hey, switch gears. Same on. Echo. Hut, go.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
Hut, go. Ready, go. Hey, alert. Mike's 50. Tackles. Showing 8. Topper.
He's coming. We got double up.
So that'll back him up 5. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They run on second down with Adams. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 7 yards there and a first down.
Come on, fellas.
On first down, Stafford here. Caught by Jones. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
Brings up third down.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
38, Mike, 38. 59. Pick me up. Here we go. Kill.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Brady. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Stafford now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Hey, 70!
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford flush to his right. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Key to tight end. Hey. 4 down.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Hey,
Red 80.
53 is the mic. Yeah, that's what I do.
Stafford looks to throw again. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
4 down. Alert, set, go.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm coming.
Kill. Turn it up. Hunt, 64. Wait. Jam. Set, hut.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and this is scooped up by the Lions. Does the big boy have the juice? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Whip. Watch the whip. Wide. Get wide.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Short gain last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Set, ready. 60 out low. Mike 50, huh? Here we go. Fast. Mike 50. Set, go. Watch the flag.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 11. Once more, Adams on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.